High above the shimmering fjords of Norway, across the crisp, cold air.
Faster now, over the steep, icy cliffs and through the snow-laden pines we fly, guided by the magic of the Yuletide moon. Even the strongest fjord winds could not stop the magic of this night. With a tug of his cap, St. Nicholas pressed on.
High above the swirling clouds, Santa steered his sleigh towards the waiting city of Oslo. High above the snowy peaks and the glowing lights of Bjørvika, Santa began his magical descent into the fjord.
The majestic Opera House roof, gleaming under the moonlight, provided the perfect spot for a brief respite before the long journey continued.
The sleigh runners gently touched down on the sloping Opera House roof with a perfect view of the city lights.
Stepping onto the roof, Santa found the ice quite slick, but a quick slide couldn't dampen his cheer.
The chimney was the skinniest he had ever seen. Santa eyed it skeptically, rubbing his belly. With a joyful squeeze, down the chimney he went. Or so he thought. With a sudden whoosh, down came jolly Saint, covered entirely in soot. With a flourish, Santos. Ah, look, a bowl of risengrynsgrøt for the Nisse. With a twink, and so, Santa quietly began his climb back up the chimney. The spirit of Christmas finds its way even to the quietest corners, dusting the timeless figures with the spirit of Christmas warmed the city, drawing Santa to the ice at Akershus. He may have been a little rusty.
The air was filled with magic, but even Santa yearned for the quiet warmth of a traditional hytte, nestled
deep in the snowy woods. The hytte waits. Inside, a steaming bowl of risengrynsgrøt.
Imagine the horror! His porridge nearly gone, and there a muddy boot print.
The tiny Nisse was quite cross about the mess, but a good bowl of Christmas porridge has a way of mending even the angriest heart. The spirit of giving fills the air.
Your craftsmanship is truly wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
They are made with love.
As the snow falls gently outside, there's nothing quite like a warm glass of traditional Norwegian gløgg to thaw the winter chill.
The scent of cinnamon fills the air as we explore Jul I Vinterland, Oslo's own magical Christmas market.
Deep within the snowy valley, the sounds of the Christmas market echoed softly as we rise above the peaks. Faster and faster the sleigh flew, deeper into the fjord. The cliffs closed.
With the sleigh dashing through the canyons, the Norwegian flag flew proudly.
Even on the fastest sleigh ride across the fjords, there's always time for a little festive cheer. The sleigh flew higher, carried by the magic of the season. Soon, the Christmas lights would burst.
High above the fjords, the aurora awakens, a shimmering spectacle, bringing the true magic of the season to light.
He had seen many wonders in his time, but the dance of the aurora borealis always held a special magic in his eyes. Deep within the frosted whispers of the north, the spirit of Christmas awakens, shining brightly upon the ancient snows. Under the watchful eye of the aurora, the ancient runes glowed warmly. As the ancient runes glowed beneath the northern lights, Santa turned his gaze toward the silent church.
From the intricate carvings of the cabin to the soaring heights of the ski jump, winter magic illuminates this snowy landscape.
From his sleigh high above the snow.
Tucked safely inside, a heartfelt wish written in a child's hand. God Jul, it read.
From the moment the first snowflake falls, the spirit of God Jul fills the air, drawing loved ones home to the bustling heart of the city. It was a time for togetherness, bathed in the warm glow of Christmas magic. Yet, under the bright winter moon, the Nisse diligently cleared the path, ensuring a warm welcome for the Yuletide. As a silent thank you for keeping the farm tidy, Santa left a tiny, glowing bell upon the porch for the faithful Nisse.
Little Nisse had a twinkle in his eye. Through the snow he went, climbing.
Over snow-covered spires and silent fjords we fly.
From the highest ramparts of the ice fortress, Santa gazed out upon the slumbering world. A blanket of... From the silent forests of Scandinavia, the Christmas spirit journeys south, illuminating the grand halls of the city with warmth and light.
In this cozy Norwegian nook, Santa was offered a taste of true tradition, a challenging...
And for dessert, the traditional multicrum, a delicate cloudberry cream dusted with festive sugar, sparkling under the warm light.
And as the magical cloudberry popped, the spirit of Jula engulfed the cozy home in a warm embrace.
Here in Oslo, at the Nobel Peace Center, the Christmas lights twinkle, symbolizing the enduring hope for peace on Earth. A quiet, reflective moment in the snow-covered garden. Santa walked peacefully, the magic of Christmas illuminating his path.
Resting now against the snowy wall, these vintage Norwegian skis hold centuries of Christmas secrets and winter tales.
As evening falls over the Oslo Fjord, the setting sun casts a magical, golden light upon the snowy.
A dynamic return indeed, as the sleigh soars back towards the Opera House roof, touching...
With a gentle touch, Santa inspected the golden bells, ensuring every last one was polished to a brilliant, festive gleam.
Right before takeoff, a cheeky Nisse jumped into the sack. Santa noticed the little stowaway and let out a warm, hearty laugh.
Santa noticed the little stowaway tucked among the gifts. With a warm smile and a knowing wink, the sleigh accelerated, leaving a trail of shimmering, snowflake-like particles across the roof. Far below, the city of Oslo slept peacefully, unaware of the magic soaring just above its snowy rooftops. Beyond the city lights, the true spirit of a Scandinavian Christmas awaits, where glaciers meet the sky and the aurora dances. Beneath the shimmering aurora, in a cave of crystal ice, a reindeer's hoof taps a gentle, magical beat. Even Santa needs a moment of quiet reflection amidst the holiday rush. Here, in the serene silence of...
With a twinkle in his eye and a sack full of dreams, Santa Claus began his descent. The little Nisse struggled in the deep snow, longing to reach the chimney. But fear not.
And as the sleigh appeared in the moonlit sky, little did the Nisse know that Santa himself was... There is nothing quite like warm Jula cake on a winter's night. The steam carries the sweet scent of...
As the warmth of Christmas spreads across the land, the Flom Railway journeys deep into the heart of the snowy Scandinavian mountains.
The Christmas Express races down the mountain path, carrying dreams toward the fjord.
Nestled deep within the fjords of Norway, the village of rain awaited, a beacon of warmth.
He flew low over the fjord, a magical sight beneath the dancing northern sky, bringing...
As the northern lights danced over the fjord, Santa flew high above the rooftops. But the real magic was waiting inside.
The scent of freshly baked cookies filled the air, tempting even the shyest Nisse. He tiptoed close.
As the snow fell softly over the old barn, dear Nisse children tumbled and played.
It was the night before Christmas, and all through the barn, the presents lay waiting, wrapped up with rustic charm.
As the fire crackles softly, we find ourselves transported to the historical grounds of the Norsk Folk Museum.
There is magic in the quiet moments,
especially when risengrynsgröt is shared among friends on Christmas Eve.
And in that moment, beside the fire, Santa and the Nisse shared a smile that spoke volumes. It was deep midwinter's night. The scent of sweet porridge filled the air, and the great fir.
And as the final star took its place high above, the spirit of Christmas filled the air, warm and bright.
The magic begins inside, but soon spills out over the quiet city. Along the frozen Akershus River,
Even Santa, with all his journeys, couldn't help but pause and admire the quiet beauty of the city lights reflecting on the frozen river. Santa checks his global map, pointing towards the next destination, Sweden. And with a flurry of snow and a joyful ringing of bells, the sleigh departed the opera house roof. And as they soared outwards, high above the fjord, the sleigh became a tiny silhouette against the
And with a final wave, good Norwegian homed.
As the sleigh soared through the starry night, the snowflakes danced, carrying the colors of.
as the northern light danced in hues of blue and gold, Santa began his magical.
As they soared through the starlit sky, the great green aurora danced above them, but it was the brightest rays. And so they soared over the frosted lands, bringing the spirit of Christmas to the silent fjord. Knowing the captain was alone this eve, dear Santa left a magical coat, warming both body and soul against the winter chill. He reached for his warmest coat by the fjord, preparing for the flight high above. Soon,
From the frosty peaks overlooking the city, we follow the warmest light.
from the warmth of the hearth, the journey begins, racing through the icy fjords towards a Christmas dawn.
even in the deepest winter, the spirit of Christmas awakens the landscape. Behold,
As the golden sun rises over the frosted world, we arrive at a place dedicated to peace.
Ocean 6. High above Oslo Fjord, upon the ramparts of Akershus, Santa watched the magical sunrise.
every sleigh needs a guardian. This little wooden troll, carved with care, protected the gift.
High above the rooftops of Gamlebyen, Old Town Oslo,
Inside this warm home, Santa shares a moment of magic, feeding the reindeer glowing oats for the journey ahead. From the warmth of the firelight, magic transports us to the serene, snowy expanse near Oslo. From the crisp winter air to the warmth of the hearth, the festive season is a time for honoring cherished traditions.
And as they flew past the sleeping giant, Santa offered a festive greeting. God Jewel!
As the northern lights danced, a tiny Nisse left its mark in the snow, a whisper of mischief. Across the silent, frozen lake they flew, guided by the stars and the gentle glow.
And what is this Santa pulls from his sack? A beautiful Dala horse, straight from the heart of Sweden.
With a touch of magic, the ancient map revealed its secrets. The route to Stockholm glowed brightly.
As his journey neared its end, Father Christmas paused at Akershus Fortress, offering.
As the sleigh accelerated dramatically, a magnificent vortex of snow and light.
The Nisse stowaway is now fast asleep in the back of the sleigh under a pile of cozy blankets, snoring loudly. The sleigh disappears into a cloud bank, leaving a faint red and green trail in the sky. Cinematic fade.
Next stop, Sweden, Stockholm.
High above the rooftops of snowy Stockholm, the magic of the Christmas night gently transitioned into a bright and hopeful morning.
High above the snow-covered rooftops of Sweden, the sleigh bells jingled, and
High above the snow-covered peaks of Norway, the magic of Christmas filled the air, carried on the crisp winter wind across the dark sea.
In a cozy cabin warm with firelight, Santa reached into his...
As the ancient music box opened, a gentle magic emerged, sparkling with the spirit of Christmas past and present.
With a sprinkle of Christmas magic.
As the festive lights fade, the magic of the North unfolds.
Even amidst the city streets of Oslo, the magic of Julenissen thrives, bringing warmth to the coldest winter days.
As the market came alive with festive light, a simple joke brought forth the warmest sound of all, pure, hearty Christmas laughter. The magic of the season drifts over the rooftops of Scandinavia, touching even the newest landmarks with a blanket of winter wonder.
With a glance at his watch and a determined heart, Santa urged the reindeer onward. Next stop, Sweden.
The sleigh, imbued with the spirit of giving, began to glow as the reindeer accelerated past the speed.
The border dissolved in a burst of light, and the sleigh raced toward the north, leaving a sparkling.
High above the world, Santa guided his sleigh.
The journey nears its end, as the magical lights of Stockholm twinkle brightly ahead.
Woven by the finest Nordic artisans, these gloves hold the warmth of elves.
As the ferry glided across the midnight fjord, the city lights twinkled a peaceful greeting, carrying...
Even on the coldest nights, traveling across the fjord, there is always time for a warm cup of cheer.
The reindeer kick into a higher gear, flying above the clouds towards the Scandinavian peninsula's east side.
They flew high over the fjords and mountains of a new land.
And so the journey continues, from the North Pole past Iceland, bringing the Christmas spirit to the front. Day 4 brings us to Sweden and the enchanting capital city of Stockholm.
Look to the north, where the clouds part to reveal the crisp, clear night sky of Sweden, and the sleigh takes flight. A magical guidance indeed, as Rudolph's nose shone brightly, reflecting the upcoming city lights of Stockholm.
Guided by the northern lights and a sprinkle of festive magic, the compass knows exactly where to go. Next stop, Stockholm. With a swirl of snow and magic, the sleigh crossed the border, leaving the mountains of Norway for the deep woods of Sweden. And with a mighty surge, the reindeer team took flight, guided by the magic of the aurora and